I want you to think about something for a moment. Think about the last time you tried to say something in English and the words did not come. You knew what you wanted to say. It was right there, inside you, clear in your own language. And then the moment you opened your mouth in English, nothing. Silence, or the wrong word, or a sentence that came out broken and small and nothing like what you meant. I know that feeling. I lived in that feeling for 2 years. I studied English every single day. Grammar books, vocabulary lists, online courses, exercises, tests. I passed every exam they put in front of me, and I still could not have a real conversation. I still froze. I still translated everything in my head word by word, and by the time I had the sentence ready, the moment had already passed. And one day, I sat down and I asked myself a question that changed everything. Am I learning English or am I just studying it? Because there is a difference, a massive difference. Studying English is what most people do. Learning English, really learning it, the kind that lives in your body, in your mouth, in your automatic responses, that requires something completely different. It requires a different approach, a different set of methods, a different relationship with the language itself. And those methods, the 5 that actually work, the 5 that changed everything for me and for thousands of learners around the world, that is exactly what today is about. My name is Nora. This is TalkFluent, and the next 13 minutes might be the most important 13 minutes of your English learning journey. Stay with me.
That was dramatic.
It was true, though.
Every word of it. Welcome, everyone. I am Kamal, and together, Nora and I are going to give you the 5 methods that actually move the needle. Not theories, not things that sound good in a book. Real methods, tested, proven, felt in real life by real learners.
And we're not just going to name them. We're going to tell you exactly how to use each one, what it looks like in practice, what to do tomorrow morning, not someday, tomorrow.
5 methods, 13 minutes. Let us go.
Method 1. Stop studying the language, start living in it.
Most English learners treat English like a subject, something that exists in textbooks, something that happens during study time and then stops the moment the book closes.
And that is the first and biggest mistake, because language does not live in books. Language lives in life, in moments, in the small, ordinary choices of every single day.
So here's what living in English looks like. You wake up in the morning and before you look at anything, you think in English. What day is it? How do I feel? What is my plan today? 3 sentences, just 3, in English, in your head, before anything else.
You change the language on your phone to English. Your apps, your alarm labels, your calendar, every notification, every tiny piece of text you read 10 times a day in English.
You write your shopping list in English. You label things in your house in English. Just a small sticky note on the fridge, on the door, on the mirror. The word, the object. Every day you see it, every day it goes deeper.
You are not studying during any of this. You are living. And living in a language, even in these tiny ways, builds something that no textbook ever can. It builds the feeling that English belongs to your daily life, that it is not a subject you visit, it's a world you inhabit.
3 things to do tomorrow. Think 3 sentences in English when you wake up. Change your phone language. Write one thing, your to-do list, your shopping list, anything in English. Just one thing. Start there.
Method 2. Shadowing, the technique that changes everything about your speaking.
Shadowing is the single most powerful speaking technique that exists, and almost nobody uses it because almost nobody has heard of it properly.
Here's how it works. You find a piece of spoken English, a podcast, a short video, a dialogue, a speech, anything where a real person is speaking naturally. You listen to one sentence and then immediately you repeat it out loud, trying to match not just the words, but the rhythm, the speed, the rise and fall, the way the sounds connect.
You're not just repeating words, you are training your mouth to move in English. Training your ears to process English at natural speed, training your brain to connect sound and meaning without translating.
This podcast right now is perfect for shadowing. Listen to any sentence I say, pause, repeat it exactly, match the rhythm, match the speed, then press play. Do it for 10 minutes every day, and in 4 weeks, something will shift. The words will start coming faster, more automatically, without thinking.
The key is out loud, not in your head, not mouthing the words quietly. Out loud, full voice. Even if you feel embarrassed, even if you're alone in your room, your mouth needs to physically practice the movements of English, and it can only do that if you actually speak.
10 minutes of shadowing every day. That's the method. Find spoken English you enjoy, listen, repeat, out loud, every day.
Method 3. Learn sentences, not words.
Most learners spend enormous amounts of time memorizing vocabulary lists, 20 words today, 20 more tomorrow, and this creates a strange problem. You have hundreds of words in your head, and you still cannot speak.
Because words alone are not language. Language is words in relationship with each other, in patterns, in structures. And if you haven't practiced those patterns, your brain has to build them from nothing in real time, under pressure, while someone is waiting for you to answer.
So instead of learning the word apologize, learn the sentences that use it. I'm so sorry. I completely forgot. I owe you an apology. That was not okay. I'm really sorry to have kept you waiting. Please forgive me. It won't happen again.
4 sentences, all using the same idea, all different structures, all natural, all ready to use the moment arrives.
Instead of learning the word suggest, learn why don't we try somewhere new tonight? Have you thought about taking a different approach? What if we just start and see what happens? I'd recommend starting with the basics.
When you learn a sentence, you learn grammar, vocabulary, tone, and usage all in one go. And when that moment comes in a real conversation, your brain doesn't have to build anything from scratch. It just finds the sentence, ready, already there, already practiced.
Start a personal sentence collection, a notebook, a notes app, a voice memo. Every time you hear a sentence in English that feels natural and useful, write it down, read it again, say it out loud, own it, make it yours.
Sentences, not words. That's the method.
Method 4. Consume English content you actually enjoy.
This is the method most learners skip because it feels too easy, too enjoyable, too much like something that cannot possibly be productive.
And that feeling that English learning has to feel difficult to be working is one of the most damaging ideas in language education, because the truth is, the content you enjoy is the content you come back to every single day, without forcing yourself, without discipline, just because you want to.
And consistent daily exposure, even passive, is one of the most powerful forces in language acquisition. Your brain is absorbing patterns, rhythms, vocabulary, grammar, all without you consciously studying any of it, just through regular contact with real English.
So, what do you love? Do you love cooking? Watch English cooking videos, follow English recipe creators, cook along and repeat their instructions out loud. Do you love football? Watch the post-match interviews in English, listen to the commentary, read the match reports.
Do you love crime stories, thriller series, documentaries, comedy, travel, fitness, history, science, music? All of it exists in English. All of it is waiting for you, and all of it, consumed regularly, is building your English while you simply enjoy your life.
One rule: active watching is better than passive watching. When you watch something in English, don't just sit back. Repeat lines you like. Pause and predict what comes next. Notice phrases. Notice how people express emotions. Notice the rhythm of the sentences.
Active enjoyment. That's the method. Find the English you love and consume it actively every single day.
Method 5. Speak before you feel ready. Every single time.
This is the one that changes everything, and it is the hardest one because everything in us wants to wait, wants to prepare more, wants to know enough before we try.
Most learners have a story in their head. I will speak English when my grammar is better. I will have conversations when I know more vocabulary. I will try when I feel confident enough. And that story, that reasonable sounding story,
is the thing keeping millions of learners silent.
Because here's the truth about confidence in a language. It does not come before speaking. It comes from speaking. Every conversation you have in English, even the imperfect ones, even the slow ones, even the ones where you say, "Sorry, can you repeat that? I'm not sure how to say this." Every single one of those conversations builds something. Not because you were perfect, because you did it.
The mistakes are not the problem. The mistakes are the lesson. Every time you say something wrong and someone helps you say it better, that correction goes deeper than any grammar rule you ever studied, because it happened in a real moment, with real stakes and a real person.
So here's the practice. Find one English conversation this week. Just one. It does not have to be perfect. It does not have to be long. It can be 2 minutes with a language exchange partner, a voice message to a friend, a comment written out loud before you type it. One conversation this week.
And then another one next week, and another the week after. And slowly, so slowly you almost do not notice, the fear shrinks, the words come faster, the sentences arrive more complete. And one day, you will be in the middle of a real English conversation, and you will realize, I'm not translating anymore. I'm just talking.
That day is coming, but only if you start before you feel ready.
5 methods. One more time, simply and clearly.
Stop studying and start living in English. Small daily choices. Your phone, your list, your morning thoughts.
Shadow English spoken every day. 10 minutes, out loud. Match the rhythm, match the speed.
Learn sentences, not just words. Build your personal sentence collection. Own the patterns.
Consume English content you genuinely enjoy. Actively, every single day, without guilt.
Speak before you feel ready. Every time, without waiting, without perfection, just speak.
These are not shortcuts. There are no shortcuts. But these are the methods that actually work. The ones that build real fluency, real confidence, real English that lives in your body, not just in your head.
Your challenge for this week? Pick one method, just one, and commit to it for 7 days. Not forever, just 7 days. See what changes.
Write a comment below. Tell us which method you are choosing. And come back in 7 days and tell us what happened. We read every single comment. Everyone.
And if today helped you, share this episode with someone who is learning English, because the right method at the right moment can change everything. I'm Nora.
I'm Kamal. This is TalkFluent. Keep speaking, keep growing, and we'll see you in the next one.